Just a quick intro before this video starts. This is actually a segment from my long-form E3 video. If it's up by the time you're watching this, it'll be in the description, and in the description of that video itself there will be chapters, just in case you want to skip around and go to certain parts, maybe skip past this if you watch the whole thing. But regardless of what you do, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Now, if you were to look at the E3 broadcast schedule, I think that's actually what it's called on the site that I accessed for it. If you were to look on that site and follow along with it, you're going to realize that there are some conferences on that list that I don't talk about. And I'm actually going to go ahead and dedicate some time to them right here, right now. For a very particular reason. And let me not beat around the bush. Let me just go ahead and get right to it. Who am I speaking about here? I am speaking about Verizon, TakeTwo Interactive, and quite frankly, any other conference that had this bullshit that these two idiots did. Let me explain what happened if you didn't watch these, and if you didn't watch them, good on you. Don't go for it. So essentially, what happened is Verizon, much less so than Take-Two, because Take-Two's entire fucking conference was this, but both of them had a nice little preaching session where they told us gamers, yes, that's you and me, the gamers, the bad people here, that we need to do better in the community. There needs to be diversity and equity and all the other bullshit that they've been saying for the past 4 years, and only the past 4 years, but we're not going to talk about that. All this bullshit they've been saying for the past 5 years now. Basically just preaching that to, you know, the audience that came to view games. Now, I get it, right? I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, what's up with these ads at E3, man? Like, you need to understand something, right? I get that an ad or an advertisement, more specifically, is usually something that you see on YouTube or Twitch or on some websites, and it bothers you because you don't like those things, right? But what you need to understand is that E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo, is a walking advertisement. It is a 5-day, 4-day sometime period of straight advertisement. Just because you're seeing games that you like and things that you enjoy doesn't mean it's not being advertised to you. It still is. And that's not a slight against people that think like that, because I actually completely agree. This is why I'm making a section for these two conferences, or these, you know, we're just going to refer to them as the clowns from now on. That's why I'm making a separate section for these clowns. Because I feel the same way, but I think calling it an advertisement as a, dare I say, derogatory term isn't really fitting, because this entire thing is a advertisement, but that's completely besides the point. They came here to talk to us about diversity and equity and how they're all inclusive, and they've got their incredible company, and they're striving to do all these great things. They're giving scholarships out, blah 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 blah, right? Look, okay. If you want to do this, that's completely fine. The scholarship thing, I think that's pretty good. But I'm saying this as a black dude. Nobody fucking cares about this shit. Not at E3. I didn't come to E3. I didn't sit my ass in front of this computer working hard doing absolutely nothing. I'm fucking around. I didn't come to E3 and watch these live streams to be talked down to as if I've done something wrong for playing video games and being a part of this community, and be lectured on how I can do better, and be like, what's the word? I don't know. Just have these companies literally have a stroking contest with each other, grabbing on themselves and tugging on the person next to them, just trying to show how incredible and virtuous they are. Like, oh yes, big corporation, I know that you really care about all these individuals. But anyways, I'm saying this as a black dude. I don't fucking care about this shit. Nobody fucking cares about this shit. And you're gonna see a lot of people on the internet think that the criticism is only coming from white people. Let my black ass tell it. I fucking hate this shit. This is a waste of time. This is a waste of a slot. It doesn't belong at E3. But you know where it does belong? On their own platform. So here's my challenge to Take-Two Interactive, Verizon, and all the other clowns that I'm referencing here. Let's think about something for a second. Let's not beat around the bush, right? You're using the E3 stage to grab a wider audience, grab an audience that's already there, and respectable hustle Pretty shitty one, but respectable hustle. Here's my thing though. Take-Two Interactive, known for their work on, the Grand Theft Auto games along with Rockstar and some other games here and there. But that's like probably the big one that we know them for, right? But they're a big company in relation to Rockstar, and just by being, I believe, a publisher in general. They are a big company. Verizon, are you fucking kidding me? Huge company. These dudes have pretty much just as much reach as, guess who? Sony and Nintendo. But here's the difference. Sony bowed out of E3 2 years ago. Ever since then, they've been doing their state of plays. What happens when they do their state of play? Boom. Drop a link on all their social medias. State of play next week. Be there. Niggas show up. I show up. I watch almost every state of play. Nintendo, they've been doing directs since forever. Like what, 2013 or something? They drop a link. Boom. On all their social medias. Boom. Direct next week. Be there. And niggas show up. They show up to the Pokemon Directs, the Nintendo Directs, even the Direct Minis that they were doing last year because they couldn't do the full form ones, right? So these companies have seen that they have an audience. They have the ability to reach out to people via the internet, right? And promote their games on their own. They don't need to barter with E3. They don't need to compete with other people. They can go on their own platforms, usually like YouTube and Twitch, right? Stream live, show off their stuff, and cut it there. The difference being those people still show up no matter where it is. So here's my thing. Here's my challenge to all the clowns that I'm referencing here. Take-Two Interactive, Verizon, and the other clowns that had conferences focused on this. Here's my challenge to you. I want you to take advantage of your social media presence. Not even your social media presence, just your presence as a huge fucking corporation. But I want you to take advantage of that. I want you to go to social media, drop a link on everything, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it may be, Reddit, whatever it may be, right? I want you to drop a link and say, "Ayo, panel about diversity and inclusion and how we're striving to make the gaming sphere, the gaming community better. Be there." And see how many niggas show up. Okay? Now, this is not me trying to prove a point. Although if this challenge were to be taken, my point would be proven indirectly. So I'll gladly accept that. But this is just me wondering if these companies have the gall to do this on their own. I said that before, I think in the last section. I had to cut the recording, but I think I said in the last section that this is a waste of a slot, or maybe I just said it in this one. This is a waste of a slot and a waste of everyone's time. Now, it was a very, very good intermission because, it's not good to be sitting down in front of your computer all day. Shit, I'll tell you something. I went to go get some snacks, some foods, and just walk around and stretch a little bit, while this dumb shit was happening. I came back, it was still on, so I just used it as background noise while I edited the actual important videos. But anyways, it was very useful as that and only that. Nobody cared about this. My black ass sure as hell didn't care about it. I thought it was a waste of time and a waste of a slot. So instead of wasting a slot, do what PlayStation did. Realize that you are an enormous corporation that can grab an audience on your own. And whenever you want to do this again, go on your social medias, drop a link, say boom, diversity panel happening next week, be there. And I want to see if you get the attendance that PlayStation does on their State of Play and Nintendo does on their Directs. I want to see if you get even a fraction of the viewership that you conned off of E3 because people were already in front of their computers, already on the live streams, waiting to see actual games. I want to see Verizon. I want to see Take-Two Interactive. I want to see all you other clowns that did this shit. I want to see you do it on your own time. Let the E3 stage be for video games. Let the E3 stage be for things that we want to see coming up and things that we don't even know about because we want to be surprised. Use your platform to do this dumb shit. And just let's treat it as an experiment and just see how many people come through. I ain't a scientist, I ain't an expert, but my hypothesis, niggas wouldn't show up. I gave those clowns way too much time, but I'm very passionate. So the actual first thing that we have here is